My dear student, I welcome you all to digital learning through digital classroom of SGM International School and initiative by respected manager sir of our school. Hope you all are doing well and enjoying the digital learning from home. Be positive, stay home, stay safe and stay fit. My dear student, today I am going to teach you very important topic from kinematic. What is a kinematic? Kinematic is a branch of physics that deals with the study of motion. We have already learned about the basic concept of motion like distance, displacement, speed, velocity, acceleration, etc. Today we are going to learn how to obtain the equation of motion from graphical representation. Equation of motions means we are relating terms like initial velocity u, final velocity v, acceleration a, time t, distance x. We are relating all these terms to each other. There are three equations of motion. First, we will derive first equation of motion or equation for velocity time relation. Consider an object that moves under uniform acceleration. Let u be the initial velocity of the object that moves under uniform acceleration a and velocity of the object increases to v in time t. Let us draw velocity time graph. Here we are taken velocity on y-axis, time t on x-axis. Object starts from the point A means u is not equal to 0. At point A, u is the initial velocity. When object reaches to point B, at that point velocity is v. Let us draw perpendicular from point B on velocity and time axis respectively, BC on time axis and BE on velocity axis. Look at the graph. OA parallel to CD, therefore OA is equal to CD, that is equal to u initial velocity. Then OE is equal to BC, that is equal to final velocity. OE is equal to BC, that is equal to final velocity. BC, observe carefully, BC is the sum of two line segments, that is equal to BD plus DC or CD. Therefore, we can write BC that is equal to BD plus CD. From this equation, we can find the value of BD. Therefore, BD that is equal to BC minus CD. We know the value of BC, we know the value of CD, that is equal to V minus U. All of you know very well that V minus U is nothing but change in velocity. Then we will turn to the acceleration. What is the acceleration? Acceleration is nothing but change in velocity divided by time. Here from the graph we are taken slope of the graph, slope of the velocity time graph, that is equal to BD by OC. We will write acceleration A that is equal to BD by OC. According to graph, since OC is equal to T, put the value of OC and BD in equation 1. We will write that A is equal to V minus U by T, or AT is equal to V minus U. Therefore, V is equal to U plus AT, and which is nothing but first equation of motion. From this equation of motion, if we know initial velocity, if we know acceleration, then we can find the final velocity of the object in time t. This is called equation for velocity time relation, or it is the first equation of motion. There are three equations of motion. We had already completed first equation of motion, that is the equation for velocity time. Then we will move to the second equation, that is equation for position time relation. In this equation, let us consider an object travel and it covered the distance s in time t under uniform acceleration a. Suppose For these three equation, graph is same. Here area enclosed within this trapezium OABC is the distance traveled by the object. Distance, yes, traveled by the object is the area enclosed within trapezium OABC. This area is the distance covered by the object. Therefore, we can write down distance, yes, is equal to area of the trapezium OABC. Look at the graph. OABC comprises two figures. OADC is one rectangle and ABD is a right angle triangle. Therefore, we can write this area of trapezium OABC, that is equal to area of rectangle OADC plus area of triangle ABD. Do you know the formula for the area of rectangle? Yes, that is length into breadth, that is OA into OC. We can write down S is equal to area of rectangle, that is equal to OA into OC, plus area of triangle ABD, that is half base into height, then half BD into AD, half BD into AD. Since we know the value of OA that is equal to U, OC that is equal to AD that is equal to T, OC that is equal to T. From the graph, BD that is equal to BC minus CD, BD that is equal to BC minus CD. We know the value of BC and CD, therefore BD is equal to V minus U, and that is nothing but 80 from first equation of motion. Substitute all these values in equation 1. S is equal to OA U into T plus 1 by 2, BD is 80 into AD is T. Therefore, S is equal to UT plus half AT square. This is called second equation of motion. This is called second equation of motion. In this equation, we can find position of the object and in time t. Now we will move to the third equation of motion, or equation for the position velocity relation. To find out the position of the object, we can find from the graph that area enclosed within this trapezium OABC. In last equation, that we have taken the area of trapezium is the sum of these two figures, that is rectangle and triangle. But here in this equation, we are taking the area of the trapezium OABC. Do you know the formula for the area of trapezium? Yes, area of the trapezium OABC, that is equal to half sum of parallel sides. Here which are the parallel sides? OA and BC, these are the parallel sides. OA plus BC into perpendicular distance OC. We can write distance S is equal to area of trapezium OABC. Formula for the trapezium, S is equal to 1 by 2 sum of parallel side into perpendicular distance. Then S is equal to 1 by 2. The parallel sides, they are OA and BC, means OA plus BC into perpendicular distance is OC. We know the all values of OA, BC and OC, that is equal to half OA, that is U plus V into T. Equation number 2. From first equation of motion, we know that V is equal to U plus AT. V minus U is equal to AT, or T is equal to V minus U by A. Substituting the value of T in equation 2, we get S is equal to V plus U 1 by 2 V plus U upon value of T, just we had find V minus U upon A. All of you know A plus V into A minus V, that is equal to A square minus B square. Same here, V plus U, V minus U, that is equal to 1 by 2 V square minus U square upon A, or 2AS is equal to V square minus U square, and which is nothing but third equation of motion. Now we will learn how to use these equations in real life situation to solve the numericals. Let us take an example. A car is uniformly accelerated to the speed of 18 km/h to 36 km/h in 5 seconds. Calculate its acceleration and distance covered by the car. In this numericals, first we will write down the given data. Solution. Given data. Initial velocity U is equal to 18 km/h. All of you know very well, when we are solving the numericals, in that case we have to change the unit, that is meter per second. For that meter per second, we have to multiply it by 5 by 18. That's why U is equal to 18 into 5 by 18, that is equal to 5 meter per second. Then V is given, V is equal to 36 km/h, that is equal to 10 meter per second. Here time period T is given by 5 seconds. First we have to find the acceleration. For that purpose we have to write first equation of motion, that is equal to V, that is equal to U plus AT, or AT is equal to V minus U, or A is equal to V minus U by T. We know the value of U, V, U, T. Substitute all these value, that is equal to 10 minus 5 divided by 5, that is equal to 1 meter per second square. Acceleration A, that is equal to 1 meter per second square. Then second we have to find distance covered by the car. For that purpose we are taking the second equation of motion. S is equal to ut plus half at square. Ut, U, that is equal to 5 meter per second, time t 5 plus 1 by 2, acceleration 1 into 5 square. If you are solving these numericals, that is the 25 plus 25 by 2, and which is nothing but 37.5 meter. Distance covered by the object is the 37.5 meter.